go, so I told that girl I'm gonna slaughter it. I gotta go, so I told that girl.
Hello, y'all. This is kind of a very serious topic, but guess what? It's tea time. I have not come out with a tea time video in so long because literally, I wouldn't say nothing has been going on in my life. A lot has been going on in my life. I just don't like to really give out all my business, but pretty much this video is going to be spilling not all of that tea, but the reason why I was in the hospital. So, alright, let's start from the beginning, which is, I don't really know, but let's just start. So, Monday, a few days ago, I bought something that I wasn't supposed to, and let me just say, I bought an edible. The guy who gave it to me, he said that it was strong. I was like, okay, and I've had strong edibles before, but none like this. So, second period, I went to the bathroom, ate 2 pieces, and then left. I started feeling it like at the end of second period. That's when I started to feel it and get dizzy. Well, that's normal, but at the end of third period, that's when I started really feeling it, and I started seeing like 2 of my friend Shamar. He was sitting right next to me. I was like, Shamar, like I started getting so dizzy to the point where like I thought I was gonna faint. So I needed to go to the nurse. I was like, we gotta go. Like it looked like I was playing, but I was serious. I was like, we gotta go to the nurse, yo. And then he was like, I can't leave. So I just got up and I walked out, and I was like, go get Miss Cod. So Miss Cod came with me, and she was holding me, and she was like, okay, I need you to breathe. Well, she didn't know what I did, but she just knew that something was wrong with me. And then I went to Nia, and I was like, Nia, yo, something's wrong. And then I just looked really, really, really bad. So then we took the elevator and we went down to the nurse, and then she was asking me why I felt this way, and I was like, okay, I ate something I wasn't supposed to. And then they asked me all these types of questions and stuff, and when people started to come in the office, like there was a police officer who came in, the freaking principal came in, all those people came in. So I was like, and then I called one of my best friends, Kimaya, and I was like, Kimaya, you need to get down here to the nurse's office right now. So she came downstairs, and then I was getting shortness of breath. I couldn't really breathe. I was like, I couldn't really breathe. I couldn't do any of that. I was getting really dizzy, like the dizziest I've ever been. I was hot too, and so the nurse checked my heart rate. Your heart rate's supposed to be at 100 just resting. Mine, just resting, was at 154. If it went any higher, I would have had a heart attack. So I was going through a panic attack, and that's why it was like going up higher. Because there was 3 reasons why I was going through a panic attack. 1, they told Kimaya to leave, and I was like, no, let her stay and everything. And then the second reason why was because they wouldn't let me lay down. I was like, I want to lay down and go to sleep because it'll make me feel better. They wouldn't let me do that. And 3, I told them not to tell my parents. I was like, don't tell my parents, because if you tell my parents, I'm gonna get in trouble. And, you know, of course they told my parents. So I was like, yikes. So then I started, like, I looked like I was getting ready to pass out, and everybody was just, like, being very concerned and everything. So Kimaya just told me to breathe, and I had to breathe in and out, and that actually really helped. Just breathing slowly. And yeah, so then the nurse was like, do you want some water? I was like, yeah. And I took like 1 sip of water, and I thought that like if I drank any more I was gonna throw up, so I stopped. Sorry, I see people standing. Oh, that's my next door neighbor. Cool. Okay, anyway. So yeah, then they were asking all sorts of questions like, who was the dealer? And I said who the dealer was, and all the other kind of stuff. They were like, do you know what like was in it or anything? I was like, no. It wasn't lace, so don't come at me. It was not lace. I'm not white. No offense. So anyway, and if you don't know what lace is, it's like an edible, but it's like has cocaine, weed, and all that other kind of stuff in it. That's dangerous. To have like cocaine and weed, oh sis, you want something. So, well, of course. Sorry. So then I went to the nurse's office. I mean, I'm already in the nurse. I'm a little bit still buzzed. I'm still sick, guys, so don't blame me. Like, I'm still dizzy from what was going on. So anyway, went into the her part of the, I was in the office, but I went to her little part. And she was like, do you want to sit down in my chair and lay on my pillow? I was like, ooh, like, I was like so happy. I was like, ooh, I get to sit in the nurse's chair. And she let me lay on the pillow and everything. And then I was like calling people who like, I was like, who else should I call before I die? Like, I was literally like, bro, I have to call people before I die because I thought I was gonna die at that point in time. I was so dizzy, I thought I was going to faint and not wake up. I'm not kidding when I tell you this. So I just started calling random people and all the other kind of stuff. And yeah, then I told the nurse, I was like, Nurse Luke, that doesn't matter. Nurse Luke, and I was like, yo, I'm like Aurora, the Princess Sleeping Beauty. And she's like, no, I think you're more like Snow White. I was like, nah, because Snow White ate something poisonous. And she was like, oh, well. I was like, So me and Nurse Luke, and that's our little joke right there. So, yeah, I, if you didn't think that was funny, I don't really care, so. Yeah. But, then my mom came and picked me up and everything, and the nurse explained stuff. I could not walk at all. I did not have the energy to walk at all. So I had to stand up and sit in a wheelchair, and she had to carry me out to the car. Well, not carry me, but like roll me out to the car. To the window. Sorry. But yeah, you haven't seen me rolling. They hating because they had to stay in school and I was going to the hospital. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway. So yeah, then we went to the hospital and waited and all the other kind of stuff. And they took my blood and everything to see what stuff was in there. So, you know, the doctor said nothing weird was in there, you know. So that's pretty much what happened on Monday. The school also said I couldn't come back until I take that class. So I get to go back tomorrow. So it was 2 days off. And I needed those 2 days off anyway, because even today I'm still feeling a little bit sick. So I'll probably feel 100% completely better by like next week, to be honest. Because I'm still dizzy. If I run, it's over. Like, I will literally get really dizzy again, and then I'll get my shortness of breath, and then I have to calm down, and all other kind of stuff. And it's also like if I scratch my head or if I touch my legs or something, it doesn't even feel like I'm doing it. Or if I like chew food, it doesn't feel like I'm chewing anything or doing anything, and that's weird. So I'm still having I wouldn't say side effects, but the aftermath, let me say. But yeah, so if anybody wanted to know, this is what happened. Thank you for all y'all who said I'm like to help me feel like to make me feel better or whatever. Thank you to all that. Thank you to especially to Kimaya for being a good friend and being there for me in the room and all of that. So yeah, just a word of inspiration. Guys, don't be like me, in my opinion. If you're gonna do drugs, you can do them. Just be mindful. If someone says it's strong, eat a tiny piece. Don't be eating like as much as I did, because that was bad. But or just don't do drugs, period. Because this is why they say no. Because 1, I went through a panic attack, and 2, I almost had a heart attack. So, you know, I would have been in a freaking bed, rolling down and going to the ambulance. So, if I didn't calm down, which a good thing I did. So, yeah, but, that's tea! I'm trying to stay as positive as I can. This is, like, a very serious topic, but I want to stay, like, as positive as I can. yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want. I don't really care. I'm just kidding. Please do. But yeah, all y'all who go to my school, I'm okay. Sort of. I'll be getting better. I'm taking classes and everything to get my brain the way that it was, because the reason why I've been doing drugs is because I'm unhappy, because I'm depressed, and I think that doing all that will make me feel better. So it kind of did until that point, but you know, I'm gonna get myself better. I'm going to become a better person, you feel me? So yeah, I will see you guys whenever. I don't really know how to end this, but peace.